The third round of the FA Cup is one of the most iconic weekends in the football calendar, and the first batch of matches certainly provided plenty of talking points. The clash between Liverpool and Arsenal was always going to be the marquee fixture, and Arsenal fans must still be scratching their heads as to how they lost that game 2-0. The Gunners were dominant in the first half, but missed chance after chance. More opportunities came in the second, but Liverpool worked their way into the game, and a late own goal by Jakub Kiwior and then a stoppage time clincher from Luis Diaz ensured that Liverpool booked their place in the fourth round. The other highly anticipated matchup was the Tyne-Wear derby between Sunderland and Newcastle. A ferocious atmosphere at the Stadium of Light led to early hope that the Championship side could give Newcastle a fright. But Eddie Howe's side controlled the game with 2 goals from Alexander Isak and an own goal from Dan Ballard, ensuring it was a comfortable 3-0 victory for the Geordies. There were some outstanding goals scored over the weekend. None better than Patrick Bamford simply stunning chest and volley for Leeds United against Peterborough. It might only be January, but this is already a pushcas contender. If not for Bamford, Tottenham's Pedro Porro would have been a leading contender for the goal of the round, thanks to his superb strike that was enough to see Tottenham move past Burnley. The lowest ranked team left in the competition going into the third round was Maidstone United, and their fairy tale run continues. The National League South club beat Stevenage 1-0, and now will be dreaming of even bigger scalps. Wrexham were the non-league side that made waves in the FA Cup last season, and now in League 2, the Welsh club, backed by Hollywood stars Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, are back in the fourth round for a second consecutive year after beating Shrewsbury Town. Just by appearing on the pitch, a couple of players made headlines, although for different reasons. Kevin De Bruyne delighted Manchester City fans by returning from injury and appearing for the first time in 149 days during their 5-0 win over Huddersfield. He even produced a trademark assist. Whilst during Blackburn's 5-2 win over Cambridge, it was the Irishman, or should that be Irish boy, Rory Finneran, who made history as, aged just 15, he became the club's youngest ever player. He wasn't even allowed to have the club's electronic cigarette manufacturer sponsor on the front of his shirt due to his tender age. Fans enjoyed watching matches without VAR when hosted by non-Premier League teams, but in the all-top flight clash between Crystal Palace and Everton, the technology was used to send off Dominic Calvert-Lewin, to the bafflement of most supporters. And finally, a word for Sheffield Wednesday goalkeeper Cameron Dawson, who saved 2 penalties within the space of 3 minutes early on during the Owls' 4-0 win over Cardiff. That result might have been very different if it wasn't for Dawson's heroics.